Thais, we wanted to ask you about real life scenarios, because when you look at all of these attachment styles, really the way we experience them is in a relationship or when we start dating. So here are some real life scenarios. One partner is anxious and the other is avoidant. The anxious partner clings, the avoidant pulls away. How do they break that cycle instead of repeating it?
Okay, great question. People tend to think that because people have different needs, that different needs mean mutually exclusive needs. Okay, which is not the case. Avoidants need more space, more freedom, more autonomy. So what we do in that case is just because somebody wants more time and somebody wants more space doesn't mean that that can't work. What we get people to do is talk it out from that feeling need framework enough where you have pockets of time to meet both each other's needs. So you'll probably see this. But whenever we have a trigger, we always think of the worst case scenario, right? We jump to the worst case conclusion. So dismissive avoidance, when somebody's like, oh, I want more time, they're like, you're going to take over my life. Like they think, you want like 7 hours every evening together. Like,
or they're thinking, well, I just gave you time this weekend. Like we were just hanging out. Like that, how much more can I give you?
Exactly. And then when dismissive avoidants say, I need more space or time to myself, anxious attachment styles are like, you're leaving me, you're abandoning me.
Yeah, and it's because of me. It's like, you want to get away from me.
100%. And instead it's because they struggle to co-regulate. So what we get people to do is the feeling need framework. They each say what they feel. Hey, this is what comes up for me. Then it's a beautiful opportunity to say, I need space because that's how I recharge. I need time because that's when I feel connected. So now they actually understand what's going on. And then, okay, what do we need? Paint the picture. And when people paint the picture, they realize it's actually very reasonable from both ends. Usually an anxious attachment style will say, okay, what can I actually do as a baseline in terms of how much time I need together? I think 2 nights a week would be acceptable for me. And then maybe a 15-minute phone call a couple other nights a week. I could do that. And if I know that we're going to do that and commit to that, I can feel good about that. And then dismissive avoidance, they're not going, oh, you want to spend every night with me all day, every day. You want to take up my whole life. They're like, oh, 2 evenings a week. And then I can do my own thing on Sunday afternoon. I can do my own thing on Monday, Tuesday evenings. And I have all this other time to see friends, whatever it might be. Okay, that's actually feasible. So what I find is even if people don't want to do the work, if they can communicate very clearly and specifically use that ingredient of painting a picture for what that looks like, we resolve a lot of those projected fears that cause those miscommunications to begin with. And now things can really work together.